Hey guys, it's Zach from the Concon channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to complete the Undying Samurai quest in Ghost of Yotei. Now in order to start this quest, you want to go to the Ishikari Plain and you want to come over to this campfire, as you'll need to talk to the storyteller in order to unlock the quest. Once you're on this road next to the fox den, you should see the storyteller right here by this campfire and you can go ahead and talk to him. Now after talking to the storyteller, if you open up your map, you'll see that you'll have a new quest called the Undying Samurai, and you'll now need to find 4 wind chimes. Now the wind chimes are pretty hard to find and they're all going to be located in this area, but I'm going to show you exactly where they are. Now the first one is actually going to be right by where the campfire is, and once you're here from the campfire, if we just look ahead to where the corpse was that he spoke about, the wind chime is actually just going to be on the tree right over here. Once you collect the wind chime, you'll then be able to swipe up to use the wind chime, and this is pretty much just going to help you find the others, but like I said, I'm just going to show you where they are anyway. Now the next wind chime is actually going to be right here next to the stone jaw coast on this mountain. Now if you come to exactly where I'm standing, once you're here, the wind chime is actually going to be right over there where that body is actually hanging. What we'll need to do is, the reason I said you need to come where I'm standing is because this is the way up the mountain. Now you can probably just run all the way around, but if you just want to climb up quickly, then you can just come to where I'm standing. So once you get up to the mountain by the dead guy hanging, you'll actually just need to get close to it and you'll look at it and you'll see that you'll actually be able to just grapple the chime. So this is pretty much what you need to do in order to get the chime down. It can be a bit confusing because it doesn't really show you unless you get really close, but that is how you do it. Once you do that, you can then just climb down and then go and collect your wind chime. Now the next wind chime is going to be found at the Ramoi River, right along the river, as you can see where I'm standing. And once you're here by the river, you should see this tree on this little island with the guy standing here. Now in order to actually get the wind chime, you'll actually need to fight and talk with this guy. Once you fight the guy, you can then loot his body and then you get the wind chime. Now the 4th and final wind chime is actually going to be found by Nakagawa Spring, right by this wolf den. So you can just fast travel here. Once you're by the wolf den, from the entrance of the wolf den, you're just going to follow along from the north of it essentially, and you're going to come down to this tree. And here you'll find your 4th and final wind chime, which you can then go ahead and collect. Now for the final part of the Undying Samurai quest, you'll need to come to the far left side of the Ishikari Plain, to the left of the Ramoi River, right over here. Once you're here, you should see all these little dangling armor pieces on these little spears, and you're kind of just going to follow along through to get to the end. Now if you want an Anu item, you'll be able to find the Anu item right over here, which is a collectible for a trophy. And then after you've done that, you're then going to come down here to where you'll see these grappling hooks, and now I'm going to show you how to get to the boss fight. What you can also do is, before heading into this boss fight, you can set up a campsite in order to restore all of your ability. Once you get all the way to the bottom, you can then place all the wind chimes you've now collected. And once you do so, the Undying Samurai will appear and you'll now have a boss fight. Once you defeated the boss, all you need to do is just go ahead and loot his body and you should get the armor set. Once you've done that, you'll then get a cutscene of you wearing the armor, and this is what it looks like. It's been Zach from the Concon channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.